Hey everyone, today I want to talk a little bit about why taking care of your gut is so important for your overall health. And in order to understand why gut health is important, we need to understand what impacts our gut health. And so, some things that you may not know is that anytime you breathe the air outside, eat sugar, drink some alcohol, have a stressful event in your life, or if you've ever taken an antibiotic, that is enough to create what we call dysbiosis in your gut. It's just a fancy term for saying your gut is imbalanced. Over-the-counter meds can imbalance your gut, so can prescription meds. And so anytime we have these things going on, it's enough to throw our gut off balance. And when our gut is off balance, the rest of our body is off balance. And we know our gut is off balance if we're experiencing any sort of issues with bowel movements like constipation or too many stools. So maybe IBS would be something. PMS can definitely be related to gut health. Any autoimmune concern you might have can be related to gut health. There is so much that is related to gut health: high cholesterol, high blood sugar. More and more research is coming out about how your gut impacts all the other organs in your body. Because when you have imbalance in your gut, it can create inflammation. And that inflammation then is what is creating the symptoms you might be experiencing. Acne is also another sign that you have an unhealthy gut. And so I want to then explain to you how you take care of that, okay? Because you're never going to get away from those things that are imbalancing your gut. I don't know about you, but life is stressful. And one stressful event, 2-hour stressful event is enough to throw your gut into chaos. And so it's really important then to be taking care of it every day. But sometimes just taking a probiotic isn't enough. And I'm going to explain to you why. Okay, so I want you to think about your gut like a garden. You don't have to be a gardener to understand how gardens work, right? We all know that if you want to grow something, you can't have a bunch of weeds too, because the weeds are going to choke out whatever it is you're trying to grow. We also know that if we want to go plant something, we have to clear a space for it, right? You have to dig up the old stuff, clear a space. And so if we think of our gut like a garden, we have to go into our gut and we have to clear out the weeds. And the weeds in our gut are the bad bacteria that is growing, that is too much. And so you get bad bacteria from antibiotic use, breathing the air outside, having stress in your life, eating sugar, over-the-counter meds, drinking alcohol, prescription meds. Those all have the potential to create an overgrowth of bad bacteria in your gut. Okay, and so we have to kill that. And there's only really one way to kill it, which is with an antifungal and some digestive enzymes. Okay, and so you can take those separately or you can put them all in one, and I'll show you in just a minute what you could take instead. But you've got to kill out that bad bacteria. You got to kill it off. Okay, you got to kill off those weeds so that way you have a fresh pot to plant in, right? Well, you can't just leave the weeds there. If you just leave the weeds there, it's possible then that those weeds could maybe try to regerminate and then create bad bacteria again. So you have to get them out. And you do that by going to the bathroom. Okay. And so if you are someone that's not going to the bathroom at least once a day, that means all that yucky stuff is just staying in your gut and it's toxic to your body. It has to come out. Okay. And so that doesn't mean we take laxatives or anything like that. We use very gentle, all natural things to do that, right? High fiber diets, magnesium's a great resource. I'll show you in a minute something you can take. And then once we have killed the weeds, cleared them out, now it's time to plant a new seed. We plant a new seed with probiotics, okay? But not just any probiotic. Many probiotics are formulated in such a way that maybe on the bottle there's 25 billion CFUs when it was manufactured, but by the time it hits your tongue and actually gets to your tummy, very few actually got into your tummy because most of them died from the heat. So it's important to have a good probiotic, one that is dehydrated. So that way it's protected from the heat of your tongue and can actually make it into your tummy. Okay, and then we don't just plant a good seed, right? We plant it and then we water it. And that's where prebiotics come in. Prebiotics then water the probiotics. And so that's how you can think of your gut like a garden. And when all of this is happening on a daily basis, you then are going to start feeling better. You are going to have a better mood. You're going to have less brain fog. You're going to have more energy. You're just going to feel balanced overall, because there is no way to get away from all those things I've been talking to you about, especially stress. So a very special way that I have found to do this in my own life is to use some products that really work. And so I use some products with a company called Plexus. Okay, they don't claim to cure, treat, diagnose anything. Okay, we do believe in quality gut health supplementation for all the reasons I just told you. And so that's how we do that. Just like your gut is a garden, what I just talked with you about, this is our 2-in-1 probiotic. This has the stuff that kills off those bad weeds in your gut, and it has the good seed. So it has the antifungal and the enzymes that go in, kill off all that yucky stuff that is making you not feel good. Okay, and then it plants a new seed. Okay, and then you have BioCleanse, which the name, it's not a cleanse. This is just magnesium with some vitamin C in it. And magnesium, 9 out of 10 of us are deficient in magnesium. You need magnesium, but magnesium is also great for so many other things, but it's going to help all the weeds, make sure they're getting out of your gut. Okay, so kill it off, replace it with a good seed, get the weeds out of there. And then this is where the really special product comes in. This is a prebiotic drink mix that also has all natural, all plant-based other ingredients in it to help bring balance to your body. Prebiotics and then ingredients that are going to balance your blood sugar. Blood sugar is not a topic just for type 1s and type 2s. It's a topic for everybody, because if your blood sugar is imbalanced or you're missing some key ingredients in your diet, then your other things are going to feel off balance. You're not going to be sleeping well. Your metabolism might be slow. You might struggle with mood. It's so important to remember that 90% of your serotonin is housed in your gut. 70% of your immunity, your ability to fight off disease and germs, is in your gut. So if your gut is not healthy, it cannot work on your behalf in a good way. So that is the real simple basic explanation of why gut health is so foundational. Any other health goal you have, whether it's weight loss or to sleep better or just to feel better, it's all tied to your gut. And this is the best foundational starting point that I could think of to share with you. Thanks so much for listening in. I'll see you next time.